Hi, come on in. Today I'm going to show you how to make these lovely little miniature roses. And if you love all things to do with crochet, then this is definitely the place for you. So please like, subscribe, hit the notification button, then you won't miss any future content that I have coming out. So to make these, you can make them in any size wool you want. Just use the matching relevant crochet hook. This one is done in a DK light worsted weight 3 yarn, and this one is an Ann worsted weight yarn. I will be using for today's this nice cream color, and that is also a DK, and it is a Pato Baby DK. And if you have a look here, you can see the recommendations for it. Now, it would normally be a 4mm hook that you use. I use a 3.5 just because I like to have that little bit more tightness on the work I do, but it's what you enjoy using the most yourself. Also a darning needle and a pair of scissors for finishing off. I'll put them to the side for the minute. So this one has 2 leaves. This one has 3, and as we progress I will show you how you can make those changes to your roses. But if you don't have the materials to hand at the minute, then you can save this to your watch list and come back when you do, and I'll put everything in the description box down below, everything that you need for starting this rose. Without further ado, let's dive into it. So we're going to start with slip knot and chain. There is a tutorial on my channel if you do need further help with this, and in among my absolute beginner videos, and you can also find out how to do things such as double crochets and treble crochets if you need to. So we start with slip knot. We're going to do 4 chain, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and we're going to work into this 4th chain right here, and we're going to do a UK treble, which is a US double crochet. So we will put our hook through, and we will do pull through 2 and pull through 2. We then do 3 more chain, 1, 2 and 3, and then we're going to place another UK treble into the base of that right there through those 2 loops. Whoops, 1 and 2, and pull it back through and do finish that UK treble US double crochet. Another 3 chain, 1, 2, 3, and then repeat the same thing. And you do this all the way along, and this is what your base row is like. Now we've done 3, and I'd like to make 10 in total, so I will do another 7 of these to bring me up to that total. When you've done your other 7, please meet me back at the end, pause the video, and I'll meet you back there. So I've done my 10 petals, or the beginning of them. Now when we are making our roses, if you wanted an extra leaf, you just make an extra one of these, because we work them into these as well. If you wanted only to have 1 leaf, then you'd make this one shorter. This is for having 2 leaves on it. And also if you wanted more of the petals, then you could just make more of these loops, just continuing in the same way with your 3 chain and working your double crochet US terms, treble crochet UK terms into that base loops the whole way up. To continue now to make our rose, we will make sure that our work has these pieces facing up the way, so it's looking like that. We're going to do 2 chain, 1 and 2, and then we're going to start working in to these holes right here between them, and we'll do that the whole way down, so right in the gap in the middle there. And in that gap we're going to put 7 UK trebles, which is double crochet for the US, and we will put 7 of those into each of these. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And then we are going to put our UK double crochet, US single crochet into this in between loop. So we'll put our hook in there. Oops, that's a bit tight. In through there, pull up a loop and pull through 2. And then we're going to repeat the whole thing all over again. 7 in there, and then your 7 in there, and then your single crochet in there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And then we're going to work our UK double crochet, US single crochet into that one. And then repeat until you have 2 of these left. So repeat it the whole way along, pause the video and meet me back when you're finished. So we have finished our 7 petals, and what we will do is we will still do our UK double crochet, US single into that stitch right there, and we have 2 of these loops left to work our leaves into. So just put your hook in through there, pull up a loop and single chain, pulling it long and cutting that off. Then use our green to make our leaves. We want to work our leaves into here now. So we will join our green. Oops, put a slip knot on your hook. Working into this end. Find your hole, put your hook through it, pull through your loop and make a US single crochet, UK double crochet. Do a single chain, and then we are going to work UK double trebles, US equivalent, which is a treble, and it is just simply looping your wool around twice, putting it in through that hole. I do tend to catch my, well, I nearly do, catch my wool here at the back so that it weaves them in without me having to worry about it. Pull that loop up, you have 4 loops on your hook, pull through 2, pull through 2 and pull through 2. We'll do 3 of those. Pull through 2, pull through 2 and pull through 2. Pull through 2, pull through 2 and pull through 2. We're now going to do a picot stitch, and this is chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and then put your hook through these 2 stitches right at the base there, pull over and make a slip stitch to form your picot, just like that. And then we're going to make another 3 double trebles UK, trebles US's, and 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3, and again to make the third one. Now we're going to do 2 chain, and we're going to crochet into that in between stitch again, and we're going to make a slip stitch into there. Put your hook into that stitch, roll over and pull through the loop on your hook. Another 2 chain, and we start the whole leaf over again in the next one here. So that is 3 UK double trebles, US treble crochet. So that's one of them. 2, and for the third one we do our pique, 1, 2 and 3 in through those 2 loops, and make a slip stitch, and then we're back to the 3 treble double trebles into the same loop. That's the second one and the third one. Obviously, if you wanted your 3 leaves and you'd left yourself another one of these, you'd just make the third one, or if you just wanted the one, it's entirely up to you. We're now going to make 2 chain, 1, 2, and this time we're going to crochet it into where we made this double crochet here in the UK terms, or single crochet in the US, just so it finishes it off better and makes it look neater when we are joining the flower together. So just in through there, bring it through and slip stitch it, and a single chain. Pull it long, pull out your end, and then just finishing your ends. If you do need to know how to finish an ends, I do have a tutorial for that as well. But when you finish your ends, I'll meet you back to show you how to form the flower. So finishing our ends, and now it's a case of making sure that we have our petals facing in the right direction, and you can see that we do here. And then it is just a case of putting it together, so maneuvering the petals into the space that you want, making sure that your leaves are there at the back, nice and neat and tidy. And then you can just manipulate your rose and its petals, loosening them up to form the rose the way that you want it to be. When you've finished getting it into the position you want to, you turn it over and you can sew these together. You can use a longer thread if you wanted to from what you use for the flower, or you can use some ordinary thread that you would sew with and do it. It's up to yourselves. Some people also put it together with hot glue, and that's entirely up to you which you prefer. If you do want me to show you how to sew them together, please drop a comment in the box and I can do that for you. These will make a perfect gift for a Mother's Day gift. I do have a video with 8 other ideas that you can have for that. Please check that one out. I just want to finish by saying thank you for joining me and keeping me company, and I'll see you in the next one.